Welcome to my second part of how to rent a catamaran in Bahamas. My name is Captain Adam and this is my video. As I mentioned in my previous video, we arrived and settled the day before, Saturday. We spent our first and actually last night in the marina. December days are obviously a little shorter and it is against the rules of the company to sail at night. In addition, we arrived at the end of the major storm, so it was just much safer to stay inland until Sunday morning. First order of Sunday morning was of course breakfast and coffee. We also did some short briefing with the local captain and sailed away around 9 a.m. The company captain pilots you away from the marina and then you take over. Unfortunately, the ocean was still a bit rough and most of our crew got quickly nauseous. Well, next time listen to your captain, use your medication if you have issues. Originally, our plan was to sail the entire first day to the farthest location and then every day make short trips towards the way back. After some pre-trip discussion, we decided to start with the closest location and then make stops every second planned anchorage and do the same thing on the way back. This plan actually worked very good and I recommend this to everyone. As soon as we arrived to our first location, waves came down and we were welcomed by amazing islands, perfect clear blue waters. Everyone quickly snapped out of being sick and ran into shore of Alan Key Island to say hello to hundreds of friendly iguanas. It's very important to remember that sailing in Bahamas, that means sailing over shallow waters in many spots. So for peace of mind, what we've done, we dove under our own vessel and measured the hull depth versus the depth finder on our chart plotter. In this case, we found out it was safe to sail all the way to 24 inches of water. Once we were done with iguanas, we moved to Harbour Cay for our overnight anchorage. In Bahamas, all the leftover food you are able to throw out overboard. Very quickly you're gonna see that sharks and all sorts of fish love to hang around your boat to eat off the leftovers. Actually, for a while we thought that the same two sharks were hanging around with us every single night through the whole trip. Next morning, we moved around the island for some snorkeling and some basic scuba diving. It was actually very nice. We found out that there is not that many places around the area to actually snorkel or scuba dive. I mean, the water is always clear and beautiful. It's not easy to locate coral reef that's gonna actually have a bunch of fish. We tried our spear fishing skills, but it is actually much more difficult than it looks on the videos. Once we dried out and had some lunch, the next stop was the famous sunken plane that was supposedly drug smuggling attempt that failed and never made to the airport. The red arrow represents our anchorage and the yellow one represents the location of the plane. It's a very cool place. It's shallow enough that you can stand on the wings, and when you dive in, there's lots of fish and sea life around. I think it's must see on every trip like that. You can see our catamaran about a quarter of a mile down, anchored on the middle of the channel. We all enjoyed the warm and clear water of that adventure. Although right next to the plane there is a little bit of current, so if you are a weaker swimmer, just bring your life jacket with you. You gotta remember that if you are in a bigger vessel, like the one over here on the screen, which was around 120 feet long, you might not be able to come too close to the flame. You're gonna have to use your dinghy to get the rest of the way. Every time I watch these shots, I'm blown away by the color of this water and the cleanliness. Being from New Jersey, you can only dream about waters like that in your ocean. We all started to really feel the excitement of this trip and the beauty of being blessed to be able to do that. So being happy, celebrating, dancing and singing, we moved on to our next anchorage. And our next stop was the Waterweek Whales. It's that stop where you have pile of memorabilia left by all the sailors around. Of course, at night we had visits from our friendly reef sharks. That they were looking for our food leftovers. They are pretty cool. Just be careful, don't stick your fingers into their mouth. It's not a joke. I would recommend to watch your alcohol consumption limits, because if you're too happy, you might actually jump in and try to swim with these sharks. Next morning, full blast breakfast with our crepes, and over here I gotta say thank you to Gosha. She was doing a great job. Right after breakfast, we decided to explore the island and go up the hill. It's actually a decent hike and very sharp rocks, so make sure to wear your booties. Once you get to the top, the view is just priceless. Things that you can see over there are amazing. Looking back, I actually have to appreciate how great of a weather we had. All 7 days it was just sun, no rain, and perfect temperature. If you don't want to hike some of the way, you can actually jump in the canoe and cheat your way. Come on, Paul. At the same time, it is a national park, so you gotta learn some rules and regulations. You don't really use your anchor. You tied up to available buoys in the park. And there is also a fee for that buoy to be used. I believe it was about $120 for that night. Our next stop was Compass Key. That's the place where you can actually swim with sand sharks. At this point, we actually also ran out of our fresh water because our freshwater maker was broken, so we had to refill it in this marina. I believe they charge 50 cents per gallon. Feeding and playing with those sand sharks is an amazing experience, although it feels a little icky, them being so close to your private areas. At the same time, how many times in your life you have a chance to pet a shark? They are very cool. After having good lunch, we kicked the party and sailed to our next stop, Staniel Key. Staniel Key offers a bunch of available buoys to tie it in, so there is no need to anchor. As soon as we did that, we end up going for a late dinner to Staniel Key Yacht Club restaurant. It was fun. Live music, everybody was laughing and having a great time. Next morning, breakfast, of course, great coffee, and one of the main events, Pig Island Baby. After playing with those cute pigs, we decided no pork today. But what could be better than fresh seafood out of the water in Bahamas? Oh yeah. Everywhere you go, there's plenty to do. Ralph actually discovered a second plane right on Staniel Key, while Gosha just enjoying her sun and a little sip of beer. Staniel Key has a small grocery store, so we picked up a few things. And then came our next main event, Thunderbolt Grotto. It's a snorkeling and diving place, probably one of the most beautiful stops that we have done. Everyone should check it out. Our next stop is called Washing Machine. It's accessible by a very small river, which is sometimes challenging during low tide. It might be as low as 6 inches of water. Once you get there, great white sand, beautiful beach, and perfect open ocean. Later this evening, we stopped by Normanski Marina to refill our water. Once we done that, we went around to Anchor for the last night and took some pictures of a beautiful sunset. I have to admit, when I'm creating this video, it's been already a few months since we finished the trip. I don't really remember every single place we stopped at. Friday, we head back to Nassau, Bahamas. It's about 3-hour passage again. This time we were just taking it easy because weather was beautiful. We actually stopped a couple times to jump in the water to have some last-minute memories. Finally, after all of this effort, we actually caught one fish, our beautiful barracuda. Of course, we had it for dinner. It was great meat. Although you gotta be careful, I found out the next day that barracudas actually could be poisonous. I think our wasn't. Once we got to the marina, of course, we had a great dinner. We had some good laughs and memory sharing. It was very tough to say goodbyes. I'm sure we're gonna do it again and again. We all loved it. Maybe just different country and different ocean.